You hadn't seen them yet?
No. So he said, do you want to photograph them? So I said, yes. He said, well, we haven't got any money. But he said, I'll come to an agreement with you. You give me the pictures. I didn't know anything about copyright or any of that nonsense. And he said, I'll tell you what I'll do with you. I'll tell you what I'll do with you. I will give you, you have the copyrights. Well, I said, the copyrights are mine anyway, so of course I'm going to have them. But he said, but what you do is you give me what I want, and I'll use them to take them to Decca to get our contract, because we're going on Thursday. And he said, can you do the prints by then? So I said, yes. So he said, and you can have the rest of them and do what you like with them. And they're going to be very, very famous one day, and they'll be worth a lot of money.
And how wrong was he?
Well, not very wrong, was he?
Oh, yeah. Did all right.
What I did was, they told me that where they lived, which was in Ifield Road, which is all between the Fulham Road and the King's Road. And so I nipped down there in my Ford Capri Mark 1. I was the only one with a car. But before I went, Mick said, oh, I'm very hungry. Can you go down around the corner to the chicken shop and buy us a couple of chickens? And I thought, well, if they're going to be the biggest rock and roll band in the world, I'll be able to afford to buy lots of chickens, won't I? So I went round the corner and I took the pictures, took the chickens, he ate them, and then we went to the Australian Public House, which is near Harrods. And
can I say about the public house, the pub?
Yes, yes.
All your photographs, none of them's got any beer.
Well, that's funny.
Why weren't no one buying around?
Well, I think I've told you this before, but very good question, so I'll tell you again. And Mick said, well, we have 5 pints, please. I said, no, you won't. I said, I've already bought you 2 chickens. I'm not going to buy you 5 pints too. I haven't got any money. So I didn't. So that's why all the glasses are empty.
They are.
I know.
Yeah. Shocking. And you was invited to the party, the 50th, well, the 50th party.
I was the only photographer invited to the 50th
was the only photographer invited. So they're quite fitting that you was the only photographer invited to the 50th and the only photographer invited to the first.
When Keith stopped being rude to me at the party, he said that.
Surely not rude.
Well, he sort of said, I said, well, a lovely picture. I said, look at one of my pictures.
What's he say?
He said, it's rubbish. I said, no, it's not. He said, oh, yeah, it's all effing rubbish. So I said, it's not, it's a lovely picture. He said, well, it would be if anyone else took it, because you took it, it's rubbish.
Nice guy.
Yeah, well, he's lovely.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure he done it with his tongue in cheek.
Yeah, of course he did. We all love him.
Anyway, so what do you think? 50 years?
I know. It's amazing, isn't it? Sitting there in Chelsea 50 years ago, I never thought one day there'd be a shop in Carnaby Street, because Carnaby Street hadn't started then, really. No. It started with the coming of the Rolling Stones and the Beatles in '63.
Of course, we can't talk about them in the same breath as the Stones, because it's just rude.
Yes, it is. Eric Easton, who was the other manager, and Andrew, they hadn't got a lot of money. Well, Eric Easton said to me one day, he said, I'm not worried about this rock and roll stuff, because he said, I've got a nice little earner. So I said, well, what's that? He said, I've got 20 organs I hire out to Butlins holiday camps. So he said, if this all goes the way of all things, belly up, I'll be all right.
That's got to be it.